You think you can make it in the world of Constructor? Your predecessor wasn't up to the job. You think you can cope with the demands of the city housing authority and the mob, let alone those annoying tenants?
Sure.
Hey, I'll be in hot water if I don't explain some of the basics to you. Your ever-important cursor is controlled by using the left stick. You can push-scroll the map by moving to the sides of the screen.
Isn't that what I'm doing now?
Hey, there's no fooling you, huh, kid? You can move the camera view around using the right stick on its own. Hey, why don't you have a look around now?
That's what I'm doing.
You can zoom right out by holding R2 and pulling down on the right stick. Well done. Hey, you're not as dumb as you look. You can zoom back in by holding R2 and pushing
But
up
you
on
wouldn't
the
be
right
saying
stick.
that if I was playing a racing game now, would ya?
This is your HQ, center of all things important. You better protect it like it was one of your own. If this burns down, it'll be curtains for you. But don't worry, we'll dig you a nice grave in the yard. Instead of standing around picking your nose, get going by selecting this guy. Point your cursor at his feet and press the X button. This is your foreman. You'll need him to build your property empire. He'll instruct his own work team to do all the hard work for you, while he files the risk assessments. You can move him around by pointing where you want him to go and pressing square.
Righto.
And here they come. Your workers have finally gotten out of bed to do some hard work. Send your foreman to the beacon we've just placed outside the HQ entrance by pointing and pressing the square button. His work team will always tag along. That was a long walk, eh? Every foreman can have a work group of up to 5 workers. If you have a full group, they'll be far more efficient, so you better add 2 more workers to this guy's team. Select the flashing Work Team button and make the group up to 5 workers. Select spare workers on the right to fill the team up to 5, and then choose the flashing group selection icon to bring them together. Good job! Hey, you're getting the idea with these flashing icons, eh? Now let's exit this screen. Okay, enough of all this goofing off. It's time to do some building. Let's start by placing your first building site. So let's head on over to the real estate agent.
Okay.
The lumber yard will be your first resource, which is handy for a moron like you.
How dare
Get it
you?
up and running to supply wood for your future buildings. Try finding a legal position to place the site by moving the cursor footprint around. You can tell which land you own because it's glowing your team color.
Okay.
Position the cursor over where you want to build. If the cursor is red, then it's not a legal position. The arrows show which direction the gate will face.
Not legally.
Take a look at that! A brand spanking new building site. To view
Sorry,
the site,
cows.
press X while hovering over the footings.
Kill a bunch of you.
To start working on this building, bring your men onto the site. This can be done by simply clicking on the Call Work Team icon. On the other hand, you could just tell your foreman to walk his sorry feet over there. Watch them build. It's a real delight. If these guys keep up their day job, they'll gain experience and become much more reliable.
Okay.
Congratulations! You have finished your first lumberyard. To restock it, move a work team into the
my mic, sorry.
The lumberyard will be your source of wood for years to come.
If you haven't noticed by now, this is the next demo. There's only a tutorial right now.
On the left-hand side of the screen.
Oh, that thing?
To restock this resource, call the work team into the building. Now, let's have you stock the building up to 10 units. To speed up wood production, you can call a second team into the building. Almost there. Just get it up to 10 units. Yeah,
Okay.
you made enough of a racket, but now we got enough wood to start building our next property. Go to the real estate agent to see your new choices.
Okay.
There are now more choices of buildings you can create. Click on the Homes icon to see what's new. You now have access to 3 low-grade tenant houses. We want you to build a log cabin that will fit neatly beside your lumberyard. You can change the selected building type using the directional buttons. Press the X button to place the site. Well, that one squeezed in real
There goes
nice.
the rest of the animals.
Now you need to call a work team to finish the job. If your teams are busy, click on your foreman using X and move him to the site by pointing and clicking square. While people are inside a building, a flag appears outside. You can click on the base of this brown flag using X to select him. Well, we should have this new house slapped together in no time.
All right.
Well done! Your first home has been completed and is ready to be rented out for the first time. Building a variety of houses will expand your choices in the future. Congratulations on your first tenant house, even if it is a bit drab. To look inside and choose a tenant, hover your pointer over the base of the building and press X. This place is obviously empty. To put a tenant in this house, click on the Appoint Tenant icon. There are 5 levels of tenant, from the riffraff to the upper crust. I'm afraid you're scraping the bottom of the barrel at this stage. Take this iffy-looking pair. They got plenty of money, but they don't... I think we better use the other couple.
Hey,
these slobs will do exactly what we need. Breed like rabbits to create extra workers and tenants. They've moved in and made themselves at home. Don't you love what they've done with the decor? You can find out what these tenants like and don't like by clicking on their picture. These slobs are the lowest level of tenant you can get. They're good for breeding quickly, are pretty noisy, and can cause problems for their neighbors. But as long as you don't annoy them, they can be fairly
It's a pretty straightforward demo.
and they don't expect too much in the way of luxuries. These areas give you information about the house and its tenant. Hover your pointer over each of the areas to find out more info. Use the direct. These guys are up to date on their rent, but we need to expand our empire and breed more workers. Click on the worker icon to have them start breeding a worker instead. There you go. Your bundle of joy is on its way. This display shows you how these guys are up to date on their rent, but we need to expand our empire and breed more workers. These areas give you information about they've moved in and made themselves. Congratulations on your first tenant house, even if it is a bit, drab. To look inside and choose a tenant, hover your pointer over the base of the building and press X.
Wait, it reset itself just because I did that?
To put a tenant in this house, click on the Appoint Tenant icon. There are 5 levels of tenant, from the riffraff to the upper crust. I'm afraid you're scraping the bottom of the barrel at this stage. Take this iffy-looking pair.
Okay.
They got plenty of money, but they don't... I think we better use the other couple.
Hey,
These slobs
you.
will do exactly...
Hold on. Alright. Can't save game. Quit tutorial. Yeah, I can't game, what the heck? That sucks. I guess the tutorial to Constructor is the only thing. Okay, the art style at the beginning for the cutscenes is a bit goofy. I don't really like it all that much. But the game seems like something like, say, Sim Theme Park or Sim Tycoon, and I do really like those kind of games. So I could see it being addictive and even fun to an extent when you got it, the hang of it without the oh my goodness, a tutorial. But yeah, I didn't have much to say about that one. It was just like pretty straightforward. It's, I don't know, this is probably the most average feeling one of the ones I played. Just kinda, I think those are probably the most boring to me. Just, I'm not saying it's awful. I'm saying that it's just meh. The controls are fine. The setup and learning how the game plays is fine. It seems to be just fine on its own and something that would have a lot of management to it, which is cool. I love these types of games, once again. I don't know, just this demo alone bored me. So I think a better demo, like give a actual segment of the game, like say that play games part, but it's locked. So that's about all I have to say. So I hope you got something out of this. I don't know. It's a dumb demo. Expect dumbness. I hope you enjoyed. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments below. And I will see you guys next time. This is Tam, the TamBoTC channel, signing out. And when you do subscribe, don't forget to hit the little bell for notifications to keep up to date with my recent content. This was Constructor. Goodbye.